With Tegan and Sara or Sara?
Sara.
Sara, okay.
Yeah, it sounds really exotic though when you say Sara.
You can say
so
whatever
I'm
you
going to
want.
vote for Sara.
Usually we put an H on the end for Sarah.
Yeah.
And Sara is S-A-R-A, which is how you spell it. But you know what?
Yeah.
You can do it your own way.
Yeah. My mom was on Hash, and she just I was almost Jimmy Page, and then I was almost Stevie, like after Stevie Nicks.
So you got out lightly then.
Like I mean, like Sarah, it almost had an I and an E in it at one point. Like my parents Tegan really got the worst of it. Tegan Rain.
Now, guys, I got to ask you. You probably get a lot of this. You look pretty similar. Are you related at all?
A little bit, yeah. Half sisters.
Oh, right, half sisters.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Mad how it's worked out. You've come all the way from Alberta, Canada.
Well, we don't live in Alberta, Canada anymore, but we were born there. That's where the
weird way,
I
guess
happened.
technically proper English style. We did come all the way from there.
You got this. We are being very proper now.
Yeah,
on the
we
show.
are.
That's great. Where do you hang out now?
Well, Sarah lives in Montreal. Sarah lives in Montreal, and I live in Vancouver. And then we have our bass player Sean and our guitar and keyboard player Ted, and they live in Victoria.
Wow.
We're like a Canadian.
We represent all of Canada.
That's lake country. It's all pretty much lake country, but Victoria. Oh no, fall country, isn't it?
Ocean country.
Ocean country.
It's an island.
I knew I'd get there in the end.
It's an island, ocean country.
Okay, good. Yeah, lakes, trees, islands.
There's
oceans.
lakes there too, from what I understand. There's
one.
cougars. There's a lake, one lake.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And cougars too.
Yeah, animals, wildlife.
What a treat, girls! There's a new book called Pavlonai out, and it's got a frozen Russian spy midget in it. And the guy keeps it in a tuba case. If you had to keep your frozen midget anywhere, where would you keep it?
Well,
whoa,
that's
intense.
Do you want to think about it whilst you play the first song?
Yes,
I think probably it would be best not to think about that while we're playing the song. I don't know that we'd get through the song. But we would definitely. We're going to play the title track from our new record. It's called The Con.
Wicked. Tegan and Sara, wow, that was fantastic. Thank you very much. You look exhausted after that. You probably need some light refreshment. Yeah. Hang on a minute. By the power.
You were so kind to bring us this drink. Are we allowed to say what it is?
Yeah, of course you
can. I can't even read that. Does that say ting?
That's exactly what it says, girl. Get it into your life. Here we go.
Here we go.
Tegan's cracking it. Oh, did it just get sunnier in here? Hang on.
Oh, that's delicious.
It is.
Carbonated grapefruit.
It tastes like real Jamaican grapefruit.
It does.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. Yeah. Girls, that was called The Con. It came out, or rather, it comes out on Monday, right? The album, which is also called The Con.
I don't know. I think it already came out, maybe.
Tell us what happened.
Already came out. Came out yesterday.
The single or the album? Which? The album came out yesterday. Why have you done that? Usually the single precedes the album, no?
We're from America. I mean Canada. I mean from North America.
Oh
so
my God!
It's totally different.
You're the first Canadian person who's ever done that to me in my entire life.
Said that we were from America.
Yeah, usually.
Well, it's the record label. It's like the backwards thinking. The record came out there 7 months ago, and so now we put it out here, and so it's very confusing.
That doesn't mean you still have to say you're from America, though.
But we are from America.
Okay, good. If you're all right with it, embrace it.
We're from the north part of America.
Yeah,
in Canada.
The slightly more cooler, cultured part.
Slightly friendlier.
We're really proud of being Canadian, actually. But it's really funny when you come over here. A lot of people will just be like,
"You're from America."
They'll just call you American anyway.
I know, because they're ignorant.
Do we need to have a different accent? Like, is it not Canadian enough?
You've got. I can hear the twang.
Can
definitely.
You? Twang.
That's why we try to talk like American.
You know what though?
I'm from America. I don't have a twang.
Tegan, you sound a bit English when you sing.
Yeah, I've always had sort of a bit of a funny accent when I sing. I can't help it.
Our dad was British.
Oh, there you go.
But he didn't have a British
accent.
But he would say things like sandwich to us. So we were very confused at school. We'd go to school and we'd be like, S-A-N-G.
And he's got a speech impediment as well.
He basically, I have a lisp. Are you making fun of me?
No, him.
Oh.
Sandwich. We don't say sandwich over
here. But it was he was very confused too because his mom had a British accent. So he was listening to her and he was trying to have a North American accent / Canadian.
Okay, well, I know a couple of counsellors who could help you all if you're still in trouble come the end of the month, all right? Now, I take it you guys been making music since you were nippers, or?
Right in the womb with our mom.
What the hell is a nipper? We started playing music when we were teenagers, yeah. But we weren't terribly musical before that. I mean, we played piano, but only because we were forced into it.
Okay.
Just
best
have-
way. Listen, it's the best way to make your kids get into music. Just force them.
Yeah.
Beat them. Cat
Yeah.
and nine tails.
Yeah.
Or bribe them with ting.
Yeah.
I think our parents wish we didn't, because we got acoustic guitars for about 30 seconds, and then we got electric guitars, and we used to have these amps, and we used to play upstairs in our bedroom with the windows open. My mom would come home and be like, please turn it down.
Driving the whole street mad.
So
Yeah.
embarrassed of us.
No.
And yet now you can buy her a new house. So
That's
she
right.
likes
we
you
just,
more.
We just bought her 3 new houses.
Really good.
Yeah,
And
huge.
Jules, too,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
she
And a
loves
pony, and
Was that the one I saw on Cribs recently?
yeah, yeah.
I
We
know
went
that
back in our
house.
time machine, which was the first thing we bought when we signed our big record deal, and we went back and we got a unicorn from the Mystical Ages.
Wait, listen, unicorns are all right.
Yeah.
They're seriously.
Yeah. And their poop is not the same as other poop of
That's
other
silver,
horses.
isn't it?
It doesn't.
I don't even mind picking it up.
It's actually a renewable resource in Canada now. We use it to
Run cars,
fireplaces and stuff.
SUVs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you had a unicorn,
Mm-hmm. Where would we hide it?
where would you hide it?
With the midget in the tuba case.
Yes, that's some tuba you've got. Girls, you're going to play another song?
Yes, we're gonna play a song called "Back in Your Head." Would you guys say "Back in Your Head"?
Yeah.
We
well,
learned that
something
last.
like
Is that sort of no? Is that
Whatever.
wrong?
No, it's all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
I like it. Ask your dad.
It sounds different when the kids have been drinking and then they say it, so it sounds more like "Back in Your Head," like that.
Okay.
Except they're screaming it.
Except
It's not
they're
that
screaming
calm.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Let's just get on.
Should we just
get
say
on
it?
with this.
Okay. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want back in your head. I'm not unfaithful, but I'll stray. I'm not unfaithful, but I'll stray. I'm not unfaithful, but I'll stray. I'm not unfaithful, but I'll stray.
Tegan and Sara, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming in. It's been an absolute.
Sorry about that.
It's been an absolute pleasure breaking your guitar.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't.
It missed the Jamaican grapefruit juice.
It will
though, so
always
don't
do
worry.
that. It's
Yeah.
just got this kind of force field around it. Don't worry. You will never. It's a mad thing about Ting. You'll never see Ting falling on its side and spilling it. It
like a
knows.
cat.
It knows not to waste itself. It's
Ah.
bizarre. Ladies, it's been a real pleasure.
Thank you
Very
for having me.
rarely do guests come on and embrace the ludicrousness of the show like you have done. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. In fact, I'd like you to come back anytime you come through London, even if you just come in to share a can of Ting and say hi.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
You're playing right across the country, from Brighton through Leeds, through Dublin, through Manchester, all over the place. If you want to find out more info, Tegan and Sara, spelt Sarah. .com and you can find out where to buy tickets and where to go see. I see you're playing the Button Factory in Dublin, but that's sold out already.
Yep.
I used to work in a button factory. I'll be honest with you, wasn't a highlight of my life. It wasn't the same button factory. I hope that one's a lot more fun than the one I used to work in. Girls, thank you for coming on.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you again soon, I hope.